is not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then I got episode about the part we not the same. Culture not the same, boy, I feel like Robert Dean. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like Micah, this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great. Steph Curry with the shot, boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, this lace arena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand is not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then I got episode about the part we not the same.
Yo, we are back. This is episode 90 of season 2 of the Not the Same Sports Show, hosted by this one word, Micah. And it's just me. Robert Dean is down for a moment, but the brother will be back very, very soon and very, very quickly, man. So I'm going to hold it down tonight because it's just way too much sports going on for us not to have a show. But yeah, hosted by me, man. We want to give a big shout out to all our rebroadcasters. But before we do that, man, I need you to do what you see on the screen. I'm going to need you people, my people help tonight as we go through this show. Need your help in the comments and all that, man. But number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, hit the subscribe button. And number 3, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we are live as we are right now. Man, listen, it's been a week, man, but we back. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts and prayers to my brother Rob, man. He had a little surgery and all that, man. My brother going to be back. He going to be back. He all right. You know what I'm saying? That brother down for right now, but he will be back very, very soon. So, look, man, your brother going to hold it down. We're going to talk about everything we got to talk about. But before we get into all that, let's shout out to rebroadcasters. Number 1, you see them at the bottom of the screen, like my brother Rob would say. MTMV Sports, that's my homies, man. Big salute to them. Big salute to the 520 Collective. Big salute to Parable Radio. Big salute to His Hop Radio and Podcast Network, man, all the way on the left coast, the west coast, as people say. Also, big salute to Life Show TV, Takeover Radio, Praise 365, RIC, Praise News, and the Kingdom Now Network. I said the Kingdom Now Network. Now, I'm going to do this for my brother Rob, because he always say this, man. Shout out to all you sneaker peekers who are sneaking right now and wonder why there's only one brown-skinned, melanated brother on the screen. Well, you should have been listening earlier. I tell you why there's only one. But I'm going to give y'all applause to all you sneaker peekers who watch the show and don't ever comment. Listen, man, I'm going to need you to come from behind your rock tonight and help your brother out. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a lot of talking. Nah, I'm just kidding. But nah, salute to all our sneaker peekers. Salute to everyone who listens on audio and through the audio version on Apple Music or Amazon Music or wherever you get your listening pleasures from. But when you listen, do us a favor and give us a 5-star review if you enjoy what you're listening to. All right, man, without no further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into what is popping. Somebody tell me what's popping. And as Rob said, he is in the comments, though. So he is here. Although you don't hear his voice, you will hear that brother in the comments if you want to talk crazy. But let's get started with the latest thing. The NFL Super Bowl happened this past weekend. If you do not know, the Seahawks beat the Patriots. I forgot the score, but they put a belt to that butt. I said nicely. You know what I'm saying? They put a very big whooping on them. You know what I'm saying? It was a rough game for the Patriots. The Patriots look like a young team that wasn't really ready for the challenge, and that defensive line, the offensive line for the Patriots, my bad, was not protecting their left side, and that boy was getting lit up left and right. But they had a great year, man. You know what I'm saying? First year coach, straight to the Super Bowl. Second year quarterback, straight to the Super Bowl. 29-13 was the score, and they have nothing to hold their head down about. The Seahawks defense was very, very good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say legendary. It wasn't the Legion of Boom, but it was a very, very good defense, man. So they can't hold their head down. Look, they made it to the playoffs. The quarterback for the Patriots was second in line to the MVP voting. Man, we can't hold your head down, man. They wasn't ready for this, though. You know what I'm saying? Some people will say Mr. G is not in the comments, but some people will say they kind of had what you call an easy schedule. It kind of looked like it because when they got to that big game and they played somebody that was legit, they didn't look that good. So, it didn't work out. So we'll move on from there, man. We'll go back into the NFL a little bit later. But let's go to our top 10 NBA power rankings. Number 1, we got the Pistons. Number 2, we have the Spurs. Number 3, we have the Thunder. Number 4, we have the Knicks. Number 5, we have the Nuggets. Number 6, we have the Celtics. 7, the Rockets. Number 8, the Suns. Number 9, the Cavs. And number 10, the Timberwolves. The Pistons are number 1. Number 1 for the beatdown. We will talk about that a little bit later. But the Pistons, you do not play with them boys. They are totally about their life. But I ain't going to hold my head down about Charlotte neither. Charlotte kind of came with it too. That was a nice little brawl. The Spurs have been looking very, very good, man. Embarrassed the Lakers last night. The Lakers really embarrassed themselves coming out there on national TV and not having all their players sitting everybody, man. That started back in the day with Greg Popovich a few years ago when David Stern was the head man of the NBA. Mr. G, it's all right, bro. Mr. G, it's okay, brother. It's okay. We gave up one offensive touchdown. I will say this. We on the NBA. One thing I will say this, man. The Patriots defense was there. It was the offense that was trash, man. Drake May wasn't there for it. I don't think the plays they was calling for him was great. And the wide receivers wasn't doing nothing. But back to the NBA, the Spurs have been looking very, very good lately, man. They on the way. I was talking about how the Lakers sat everybody, man, and it goes into the conundrum of the NBA right now with so many tanking teams. But we'll talk about that another time. I don't like the way the Lakers sat everybody. That wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that, they sat everybody for this big game, and Wemby did not have no mercy on them because you sat everybody. He dropped 37 in the first half. Was not playing with them one words at all. You know what I'm saying? Number 10 is the Timberwolves. They're having an okay season. Cavs, after the big trade, bringing James Harden. They've been looking okay. Trading James Harden for Darius Garland. I think it helped them. The Suns are steady. The Rockets are steady. The Celtics are still looking good. I'm hearing that Jason Tatum has started practicing with their, I think they the main, not Red Claws. They call the main Celtics. They used to be called the Red Claws, but he's with the G League team already. So I really think my man Tatum should sit his tail down. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Sit your tail down somewhere, bro, and fully recover. I know you want to hoop. You ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. You're a paid man. But it is what it is. But yeah, that was bad, man. A couple of other things, man. There was a lot of trades. We'll talk about the trades a little bit later in the debate feud segment, man. But I agree with Mr. G. The Jazz is tripping. They tripping, man. They going to mess around. They going to change this whole tanking thing. Right now in the NBA, including my team, there are 10 tanking teams. That is an embarrassment. 10 teams are tanking. Now, listen, it's supposed to be a legendary draft. But when you get through with all that, man, you got good players and you sitting them on purpose, man. That's real. That's trash, man. It's really, really trash. All right, man. Let's see what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to do the Impress, Depress for the NBA. I'm going to go with the Eastern Conference. Hold on one second. Get to my standings right here. All right. Eastern Conference, impressed. I got to say the Detroit Pistons, man. 1, I think they won the fight. And number 2, they number 1 in the league. Nobody expected them to be number 1. A meteoric rise. 2 players on that team are outstanding. Jalen Duren and I can't remember old boy name. Light-skinned dude with the fro. It'll come to me in a minute. One of y'all put it in the chat. Y'all remember old boy name, the leading scorer for the Pistons. They have been very impressive this year. Jalen Duren is an all-star, first-time all-star. That man is a beast, and I think that team is very, very good. That's what I'm impressed with in the East. Depressed in the East, man. And y'all let me know in the chat who y'all impressed and depressed with as well. But I'm depressed in the East, man. With the Milwaukee Bucks, man. I know Giannis is hurt, but Milwaukee didn't get enough talent around that, man. Giannis is a superstar. He is quietly asking for a trade, but he really loudly wants a trade, but he don't want nobody to hate him, so he's not saying it loud. But they should have got more help around him, man. I'm serious, man. Like, they really should have got more help around him. Impressed in the West. Let me think. I'm going to say the Spurs, man. Oklahoma City Thunder, they rolling. But you expected them. The Spurs, man, Wemby has had a meteoric rise this year. Nobody expected him to be this good, this quick. He's gotten a little dog in him as well. And I'm very, very impressed with the Spurs. Let me look at these chats just in case y'all said something. Yeah, Rob said Cunningham. Yeah, K Cunningham is the leader for the Pistons. Hornets 9-1. before that game though. Yeah, I got to give it to. Thank you, Rob. On the Hornets, I got to get them runner up for the Eastern Conference, man, because the Hornets have been balling before that game, 9-1, basically going for 10-0. That Hornets starting five is awesome. They've been hurt most of the year, but now that they all healthy, they look real, real good. But back to the West, my impressed in the West, man. I'm gonna say, like I said, the San Antonio Spurs. I got to give it to them, man. I'm not impressed with Oklahoma, man, because they that good. I mean, they look up and get good players. They traded for old boy that was for the dude with the paint his nails for the 76ers. Traded him, just got him for nothing because they just got so much draft capital, open money, and I'm more impressed with San Antonio. Depressed in the West, man. Sacramento Kings. Like, y'all ain't even trying. Now, that's a whole lot of other teams that's not trying, including my team that's really aggravating me. But the Sacramento Kings, y'all shouldn't be that bad. Y'all got DeMar DeRozan. You got big man, the son of old boy, I can't remember his name right now. But they got a nice big man. They got the light-skinned dude that won the dunk contest. They got a team. They got more talent than to be this bad. And they ain't all been injured all year. They trying to suck. Like, they're playing their players like the first half, then putting them out, as well as the Jazz. I'm going to give a tie, actually, the Kings and the Jazz. Jazz have a game won and just pull a loss out of a win. You know what I'm saying? You traded for my guy, Jaren Jackson Jr., and you got him, let him play the half, and then sit him down. My man had like 20-some points, sat him on the bench. Like, the Jazz are embarrassed, man. They're going to make the NBA change the whole draft sequence. For real, they're going to totally make them do that. Yeah, Sabonis. Thank you, bro. So I really think that is an embarrassment for the West, man. The Utah Jazz and the Sacramento Kings, they are a tie for just total embarrassment. Mr. G says DeMar wants out. He's doing everything to get bought out, but the Kings said no. Kings are just a pitiful franchise. Franchise with no direction, not good ownership. They had a good thing going with the Light the Beam. Y'all remember this? Like a couple of years ago, my man Just James used to be in the chat every day talking about Light the Beam, Light the Beam. They had a good team. They traded away everybody. They actually had who we thought should have been the MVP of the finals last year until he got hurt. Tyrese Halliburton was on that team. They traded him away for nothing, basically. You know what I'm saying? They traded away all these good players, man. Like, there's a team with no direction, no anchor, and it's just they going to continually be bad because the leadership is bad. And I have no hope in them, man. But anyway, moving on to the NCAA. NCAA men's top 10 power rankings. Let me pull this down so y'all ain't got to be distracted by that. Number 1, we got Arizona. Number 2, we have Michigan. Number 3, we have Houston. Number 4, we got Rob's Duke Blue Devils. Number 5, Iowa State. Number 6, UConn. Number 7, Nebraska. Number 8, Illinois. Number 9, Kansas. And number 10, Michigan State. That Duke UNC game was a very good game this past weekend. There's a lot of talent in college basketball right now. This freshman class is ridiculous. They got like 6 players that dropped over 40 in the game. There's a lot of like this freshman class, all of them going to the league. Like, I'm gonna say at least 15 of them will be at least impactful players. Not great, but impactful. Like, this team is going, like, you ain't hearing nothing about the foreigners this year. Nothing. It's all American or people that's playing in the States that's going at the top, man. And college basketball is something serious, man. I'm excited for this draft this year because my team hopefully will get number 1 or something like that because we suck. All right, man, we're going to move on to the women's. Women's top 10, number 1, UConn. Number 2, UCLA. Number 3, South Carolina. Number 4, Texas. Number 5, Vanderbilt. Number 6, LSU. Number 7, Michigan. Number 8, Ohio State. Number 9, Louisville. And number 10, Oklahoma. That's all I have for the power rankings, man. We're going to move on to our soapbox. Let's get into it.
Soapbox.
All right, this is our soapbox segment where normally me and Rob go off for 2 minutes on, I normally go off on whatever's on my mind. Rob normally goes off on sports. If you have a soapbox in the chat, man, let me know. Let me know. I will give y'all time for that as well. If you got something that's getting on your nerves, that is irking your nerves. But we go off for 2 minutes, and then after it's over, it's just over. Now, normally I let my brother Rob go first, but my brother Rob is not here. He is there in the chat, but I'm going to go ahead. Hold on, let me get to my topic right quick. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead with my Soapbox. All right, here we go. Let me start. Let me get my timer right. Hold on 1 second. Get this timer right. All right, here's my soapbox, man. This weekend is the NBA All-Star Game. Now, as a child, I loved the All-Star Game. I used to love the slam dunk contest. It was my favorite part of the All-Star Game. It has been ruined because LeBron James decided he's not going to get in it because he was too cool for school. And every other player followed behind him and decided we're not going to get in the dunk contest. So all these athletic jumpers, John Morant, Zion Williamson, all these guys is jumping all over the gym, won't get in the dunk contest. And I blame it on LeBron. But that's not even my soapbox. That's just a side soapbox. My actual soapbox is about this. This year, what has become one of the most storied parts of the All-Star weekend, especially All-Star Saturday night, is the three-point contest. Who made it fun? Steph Curry. We all love Steph Curry. Steph Curry with the shot boy. He makes it fun. Damian Lillard been in there. All these different people been in there. But this year, what is irking my nerves, Damian Lillard been out with an ACL all season. He got traded back to Portland. He was happy about it. He can't play. He has not played all season. But he's going to be in the three-point contest. If you're not playing in the if you're not playing in NBA, why are you in the three-point contest? If the buzzer goes off and you can't get in the game, why in the world are you playing in a three-point contest? You are taking a spot for somebody who's been playing. And why does it all have to be stars in the three-point contest? Back in the day, in the glory days of the NBA for most people, right, it was people that weren't stars. It's people that could shoot. Craig Hodges was never a star, but he won a three-point contest. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I think it should have been somebody else. Damian Lillard, they put him in only because he's popular. That's it. Like, the one worker be going around the benches and hurt his other ACL. Like, sit down. Dude, if you ain't cleared to play in the NBA, why are you cleared to play in the three-point contest, man? It just don't make no sense. I know Rob is saying there's no different McClung coming from the G League. I agree it's no different, but it's different in this sense. Nobody wants to do the slam dunk contest. People want to do the three-point contest. I know quite a few people that wanted to be in it and was politicking to get in there, and they can't get in there because they forced Damian Lillard, who was injured, to play. At least Matt McClung wasn't hurt. I agree with you, bro, but Matt McClung wasn't hurt. This dude is hurt. He can't even play for Portland. But anyway, that is my soapbox segment, man. I don't like it. It gets on my nerves. Mr. G said coaches that refuse to end practice on time, 3 practices a week, can't all run late. Now, that is a dad that got a son playing ball. That is a dad that got a son playing ball, and that is getting on his last nerve. Mr. G also said Murphy from the Pelicans should have a spot. Absolutely. And he wanted to do it. But no, we got to put Dame in because he'll get the numbers up. Dog, come on, man. We shouldn't do that. But anyway, man, that's my soapbox segment. We're going to get into our debate fuse segment. All right, this is our debate fuse segment where me and Rob normally go off for 5 minutes on subjects like you saw on the screen. We got a timer that look like this. When it's over, it is over. The first subject for tonight, Super Bowl and the NFL season wrap up. What stood out? All right, for the Super Bowl, Mr. G, what stood out? I think your team was good. They may have been young, but they weren't ready. I don't think they was ready for that. I think the defense was ready. The defense was very good. They was there for it. They was there for the fight. And listen, I believe the Seattle Seahawks kicked 5 field goals. So they wasn't just moving the ball easily down the field. And so I think the Patriots will be good. But I think they need to get their line together, man. They need to get their offensive line together because my man, and he kind of got cold feet. Drake, man, I think he got a little shaky, man. He got hit a few times. He wasn't, and also, man, what I did not like, and Mr. G, you can comment on this, especially as you being a Patriots fan. What I really did not like about the Patriots, why did Drake May run more? That is one of his greatest assets as a quarterback. Now, he's very accurate as well as a thrower, but as you see, they had everything locked up. It's hard to stop a running quarterback. We know this with Lamar Jackson. We know this with a lot of other running quarterbacks. Josh Allen, it's hard to stop him. And Drake May is fast. He got some wheels on him, man. I think he ran, what, twice in the game? Twice. Literally twice in the game, man. Like, that is crazy. And I think the Patriots, they could have got in that game. Look, the Seahawks didn't look dominant to me. Their defense looked dominant. But their offense did not look dominant. Kenneth Walker Jr. was awesome for them. He had the game of his life. Shout out. He's from my hometown. Shout out to him. He was running the ball, but they didn't look awesome. The defense looked awesome to me. Let's see. My boy, Mr. G says, McDaniels not adjusting at all, and that's not a surprise to me. Josh McDaniels not adjusting. He didn't adjust as a head coach. Don't seem to adjust as a coordinator. He only seemed to be a good coordinator when he was with Bill. He don't seem to be that great right now. My brother Rob says Sam Darnold, he managed the game. The Vikings look stupid. They look incredibly stupid. Incredibly stupid. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Rob also said the pass was just ahead of schedule. They'll be fine. I agree with that. They got there early, but I don't think they'll be bad. Mr. G says, facts, see, that horrific pick, I thought he was going to run. That's what I'm saying. He should have ran a lot more. Hagan says Stephon Diggs brought both his baby mamas to the game in the same suite. Yeah, Stephon, he the one. He should be the one word of the day. He tripping, but okay, brother. I just say that. All right. Rob say May was gun shy. Yeah, Stephon Diggs was tripping, and Stephon Diggs didn't really show up in the game. They didn't give him the ball. Like, where was they outside? Not protection, but outside catchers. You know, the wide receivers. Where were they at? Like, I think Drake May didn't have room to breathe. I think they was just in that boy face the whole game. On the other side, because I took so much time on the Patriots, the Seahawks defense looked awesome, man. Hats off to them. And like I say, Kenneth Walker Jr. had a great game, had a game of his life. I'm not going to celebrate a field goal kicker if you ain't kicking just to win the game, win the field goal. That's your job. You kick the field goal. No hating, but I'm not celebrating. You kick 5 field goals. So that offense wasn't humming. The run game was humming, but the offense wasn't humming to the point where it was doing touchdowns. You know, I just wasn't overly impressed with that. In the game itself, like, I'm going to be honest, I wanted the Patriots to win. Just for my boy, Mr. G. I wanted the Patriots to win, man. They didn't give it to me, man. Mr. G says the NFL as a whole loves this parity in the league. Yes, I'll agree with this. I don't think it was a great team this season. There was no great team. Seattle's defense, I think, was close to great. But I don't think that team was great, in my opinion. I don't think there was any great team. This season overall, man, I was shocked by the Eagles going out early. You know, Higgins can speak on that. I was shocked by how the Eagles season turned. And I think what was needed for them, though, was done. Some switching up in the coaching staffs and all that. I was shocked by so many firings in the league and so many coaches stepping away. Now, why did I freeze? Now, this is crazy. I don't know if y'all can hear me, man, but I am frozen for some reason, which is weird. Let me cut this back on. Hold on 1 second, guys, if y'all can hear me. I'll see if I can get this back to popping. All right, there I go. Now let me get this back. Where did you go? Where did you go? Hey. All right. Weird. I don't know what happened, but I'm back. Very, very strange. Very, very strange. But whatever. All right, we back. But anyway, man, I really think this game was it was a good game. It was a good game. Okay, y'all can hear me. Thank y'all. I don't know what happened to my camera. That I normally blame these type of issues on Rob, but I can't blame him this time. All right, let's see. Yeah, I can't blame Rob this time. This is me. I don't know. The camera is just doing what it want to do. Okay. That's what I say. Okay. Come on, camera. All right. But anyway, moving on to the next subject. And this is a big one for a lot of people. What did y'all think about the Super Bowl halftime? Y'all tell me. What did y'all think about Super Bowl halftime show? I would say this. I couldn't understand a word he was saying. I didn't understand nothing. Nothing at all. I didn't understand nothing he was saying. I don't get it. But what I really did like, was the imagery of it, because that's what I had to go to. I like the fact that the little cameos in there. I think what he was doing was very, very, very good for his culture. You know what I'm saying? As a Puerto Rican guy, I think it was very, very good. I think I love that part of it. But above that, you know, I don't know Bad Bunny's songs. I'm not mad that they had him on there. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad that they had him on there. But I just think it was just, you know, it was what it was. That's what I can say. You know, I don't understand why they felt they had to have him. I'm not mad about it. I definitely wasn't watching the the MAGA version of the game. I think that was goofy. So I definitely wasn't gonna do that. Excuse me, raise this seat up. Yeah, I would definitely want to go watch the MAGA version of the halftime show. Cause I thought that was goofy watching Kid Rock and them. But as for Bad Bunny, man, I was happy for him and for his culture, but I didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I think is cool for us as a people, you know, us brown-skinned people, one thing we don't do, we don't hate on other races when they getting their thing off. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see no black people saying, man, get this off the stage. That was more happening with other people that was mad that it didn't look right. You know what I'm saying? Bad Bunny is one of the most popular artists in the world. One of the most popular artists in the world, Craig. So it wasn't for me. That's all I can say. It wasn't for me. Me and my wife sat there, we watched it, and we was just like, eh. You know what I'm saying? But next year, y'all need to go and get Chris Brown. That's my opinion. Let me go to the chat, man. Y'all talking, I ain't said nothing. Super Bowl speaking trash for me. Internationally a win, but Rob said the Super Bowl itself was trash for him. Let's see. My boy Hagen said, I didn't watch the halftime show because that was my time to actually act like I was at work. But if it made them mad, I support it just as much as Kendrick last year. I feel you on that, bro. Let's see. D says, what's up, D? She says, I thought it was okay, even though I couldn't understand him, but he told a story of his culture. I fully agree with that. That's what I was happy for. He was doing it for his culture, so I can't be mad at that. Let's see. Mr. G said, it was okay. Don't get the whole uproar, albeit only a few years I've been actually cared about a halftime show. I don't get the uproar neither. Honestly, bro, I don't get the uproar. Like, what's there to be mad about? Honest, like, why are we mad? But anyway, you know how people are. Mr. G said the Dr. Dre one still tops for me. I feel you. D says, I'm glad the Super Bowl had a different culture and being diverse. Yeah, I mean, overall, man, like I say, I'm happy for my guy doing it for his culture. You know, I think the little taco truck thing, it was like a real taco truck on the West Coast, and like they've been selling out because of that. So big salute. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for me, but big salute, man. I wasn't mad about it. I don't understand. Like Mr. G said, what is you mad for, dog? Like, number one, overall, why is we always mad? Like, what is we mad for? Like, what is it bothering you that Bad Bunny is up there? Listen, for a single guy, you should love that show. It's a bunch of half-naked women twerking. If that's what you into, what is you mad for? You know what I'm saying? They had like a real wedding that went on. Like, I found out that was an actual wedding. That wasn't for play. Then I found out the part where he brought the Grammy and gave it to the little kid, and the little kid was looking lost and dumbfounded. That little kid was the son of somebody whose parents got taken by ICE. So, like, I think it was just a sweet thing. And then the thing I liked at the end, what I did understand, when he was naming all these nations that was a part of America, right? Part of the America. So he's talking about Canada, Puerto Rico. It's all North America, South America. Like, so my man had to do his thing. I'm not mad at that. All right, Mr. G said, was there uproar when U2 was playing? They not American. Brother, I just read. The last 10 ain't been American beyond Kendrick. It's been a whole bunch of them ain't American. Rihanna played the halftime show. She ain't from America. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of them ain't been American. I think it's just, I'm not going to go all the way into this. That's for our show tomorrow. I just say racism is idiotic. And if you live by that and you get mad because somebody got the wrong skin tone, and you can't enjoy music, then just be the sour, bitter Bob you want to be. Just, what is so bad? Anyway, all right, man, we'll move on to let me get to these chats right quick. Hagen said, had the Pats won, Christian Gonzalez would have been an MVP and Bad Bunny would have been. You ain't right, Hagen, but you probably right. All right, D said that was a real wedding, I was told. Yeah, like I said, yeah, that was a real wedding. So big salute to them. What I heard was about that wedding, and then I'll move on. They reached out, was trying to get Bad Bunny to perform at the wedding, and his people reached back and said, how about you have your wedding live on the Super Bowl? Would you have a problem? And they was like, yeah, cool. So whoop, there it was. That was dope, man. So overall, it wasn't for me, but I ain't mad at it. That's why I stayed with it. It wasn't for me, but I ain't mad at it. All right. NBA trade deadline wrap up. All right. There was a lot of trades in the NBA. Let me try to find my list, man. Give me a second. But, yeah, it was a lot of trades for the NBA. For my team, I lost Jaren Jackson Jr., and I wasn't mad about it. You know, I don't hate Jaren, but I ain't mad about it. I just say that. I'm not mad about it. So we'll just say that. But, yeah, it was a lot of trades, and Harden went to the Cavs for Darius Garland Jr. Anthony Davis went to the Washington Wizards. Trae Young went to Washington Wizards early before the trade deadline. Let's see who else. It was a whole lot. Oh, my guy from the Celtics moved. I'm trying to find a list, man, to help me out with this because I don't remember all in my head. You know, I got a good memory, but it ain't that good, one word. Y'all put in the chat some of the trades y'all saw. Some of the trades y'all saw. Give me this. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Every deal. All right, yeah, so the Wizards got Anthony Davis. They traded away Chris Middleton, H.A. Johnson, and they got Tyus Jones somehow, and Marvin Bagley. Just trash because they trying to tank. Washington got Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum. All right, the Warriors got Porzingis for Buddy Hield and Kuminga. Kuminga, man, I don't really like that trade, but Porzingis always hurt. In theory, that would be good. All right, this was the dumbest trade I saw right here. The dumbest trade of the night, y'all, for me. The dumbest trade on the Clippers side. The Clippers traded center Ivica Zubac for Benedict Mathurin and Isaiah Jackson. They're 26 for Indiana's 2026 first round pick. That's what LA got. That was dumb for Indiana. Why did y'all get rid of y'all first round pick? Y'all are hurt this year. Y'all not going nowhere. Y'all would have had a good pick. Y'all could have got a center some other time. That was stupid. Stupid. Y'all know Tyrese is coming back next year. Y'all going to be right back in the mix next year, and you lost your first round pick. In this great draft, you lost your first round pick when y'all have been cheats this year. Stupid. Stupid. Although I really like Ivica Zubac, but he ain't worth all that. Not 3 first round picks, 2 first round picks and a second round pick. No, he ain't that good. That one word ain't that nice. You know what I'm saying? All right, the Celtics added Nikola Vucevic. I think that was pretty good for the Celtics, and they traded away Anthony Simons. Another good trade I really liked was the Timberwolves traded for Ayu Dosunmu from the Bulls. That's from my Assist D's team. And they traded away Rob Dillingham and Leonard Miller. Dosunmu will be good for the Timberwolves because I think Timberwolves really need a point guard. They also traded away Mike Conley. Mike Conley was traded 2 other times, and he's going back to Minnesota. Go figure. All right, the Suns add Cole Anthony from the Bucks. It's just a small trade. They don't really mean nothing. Hornets snag. They get Mike Conley. They cut him, but they got Kobe White from the Bulls. I think that's decent for them. Kobe White is pretty good. Let's see, who else? Colin Sexton goes to the Chicago Bulls. I like Colin Sexton. I don't understand why he gets traded so much. I think he's a good player. Here's another good trade. For the Knicks, Jose Alvarado. I think that'd be good for the Knicks. And he's from New York. And let's see. The Lakers get Luke Kennard. Yippee. Whatever. Chris Paul goes to the Raptors, and he's going to get waived. And, yeah, as I said, Jaren Jackson Jr. went to the Jazz as well as Jock Landale, but they ended up trading him to Atlanta. The rest of that don't matter. So, yeah, that's it on the trades, man. What y'all thought about it? Let's see. I'm going to go all the way back. I'm sorry I wasn't looking, guys. All right, I'm going to go all the way back. All right. Mr. G say the Bulls are one word of the century because 10 guards on one team. I know they ain't trying to win. That's crazy. Hagan said Pat Riley went to sleep at the trade deadline again. Time to let him ride off into the sunset. I actually agree with that. They should have did something. Rob said hard to the cast. Yep, I said that about that one. Rob also said happy for Kuminga, though. Yeah, I'm happy for Kuminga to finally get up out of there, man, because they weren't treating that man right. They weren't treating that man right at all. Let's see. Rob said they had to place Miles Turner. Yes, but they had a terrible season this year in this great draft. I think that wasn't smart, in my opinion, bro. And then Rob agrees with Higgins with his team, the Heat, not doing nothing at the trade deadline. That is crazy. And Higgins also said Cliff should be ashamed for treating CP3 like that. I agree. I heard CP3 is a butthole, but CP3 is a winner. And they shouldn't treat that man like that. They should at least let that man go wherever he want to go. If the Raptors don't trade him, then it's okay. But I believe the Raptors going to trade him. I fully believe that. So, I mean, not trade him, going to waive him. That's what I'm sorry. I meant to say. But, yeah, trade deadline was pretty good, man. Giannis did not go. Ja Morant did not go. I think Ja Morant is going to had a real wake-up, as you know, as a Grizzly fan. I am. This dude will be woke up. He recognized he ain't what he thought he was. He sells shoes. That's it. As for Giannis, he will be traded this summer, and somebody going to give up the whole farm for him. And they should. Giannis is awesome. You know what I'm saying? I think the Milwaukee Bucks just was trying to fill offers to see what was really out there. They didn't really want to trade him. As for Ja, I think they did really want to trade him, and it was nothing. And that was it. So that's it for the trade deadline, man. All right, one of my last things I'm going to get to for tonight. Hold on. I still feel like CP3 should have stayed in San Antonio another year. I agree with that. All right. Thoughts on the Detroit versus Charlotte fight. Now, for y'all, I got the video. So I'm going to play the video. I'm going to get out the way. Let me move a couple of things out the way so y'all can see this. And I'm going to talk over it as we look at the fight. But hold on. Let me move a couple of things out the way so y'all can see the whole fight. Here we go. All right. Let's play the fight right quick. Here we go. Because he felt that fight coming. But I'm telling you, if Beef Stew would have connected with that lick, it would have been night-night, one word. You feel me? It would have been night-night. Because he had a running start, bags on his legs and everything. Running start, and he's ready to put that boy to sleep. I was entertained by that fight. I'm going to be honest, man. Like Rob just said, it's old school basketball. It was a breath of fresh air for somebody who watched basketball in the 90s. In my high school days and watching basketball, when people would fight and everybody wouldn't get suspended. The last big fight where everybody got suspended was the Malice in the Palace. And I think that was more so about them fighting the fans. But the suspensions wasn't that bad. The biggest suspension was 7 games for Beef Stew. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that bad. You know, because a lot of them punches didn't really connect. But they was really throwing shots. They was really swinging. And I think if the people wouldn't have been there, then it would have been the fight. Now, who I'm really disappointed with, and Rob them, y'all ain't got to protect him no more because he ain't on y'all team. That three-point shooter, the white dude, I can't remember, Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson walking away like, man, I don't want nothing to do with this. Bro, your team out there fighting, at least act like you with the smoke. Fake like you with the smoke. We know you really ain't about the smoke. We know you really ain't with the smoke. But at least fake it, dog. You know what I'm saying? My man, if you saw the video, they show him in the video walking away like, I don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? All right, D says, this is so disrespectful. These guys make too much money to be conducting themselves as such. I agree and I don't agree, D. I say, yes, they should be able to make too much money. But, man, one thing, as a man, I tell you this, sis. Our pride is a beast. And I tell you, if a man mush me in my face, it's on. It's like that. You know what I'm saying? No man wants to be mushed in their face. And I think that was the problem. When that man got mushed in the face, it was on and popping. It was on and popping. Yeah, Rob said, yeah, he turned and walked away talking about Duncan Robinson. Then Hagen said, look at Duncan haircut. He ain't finna do nothing. Nah, man. He ain't with the smoke. But you at least fake it, dog. You know what I'm saying? At least just push somebody, shove somebody, try to hold somebody back. That dude wasn't doing nothing. He just walked away like, my name Bennett, I ain't in it. He ain't want nothing to do with none of that smoke. None at all. And that's crazy, bro. That's really, really crazy. But as D was saying, you know, turn the other cheek. D, I love you, sis, but once I get mushed in the face, no. I am a believer. I love God. I pray all the time. I repent every day. You mush me in my face, dog. I'm going to get biblical and flip them tables like Jesus did. I ain't finna get mushed in the face. That to me, as a man, you palm my face and mush me like a little kid. Oh, nah, man. That's equal to spitting on me. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Should cooler heads prevail? I agree, D. Cooler heads should prevail. But they got it. That's what I say. They got the money. They'll be all right. It ain't gonna hurt them. They got the money. So they ain't gonna be worried about it. They ain't gonna be worried about that little change they gonna lose. They ain't gonna be worried about it at all. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be worried about it at all. I just think it was a good fight though. So far, it was another fight that night as well in Minnesota, but I ain't put that up. You know, when as entertaining as the Detroit-Charlotte fight. But those are two very good teams, and what I would love to see after that fight, because Charlotte has been so good, they mess around, they're getting close to the 10 seed, I think, a little bit above it. I would love for them two to match up in the first round. That would be an entertaining series, because Charlotte ain't going out like no punk. They already stood up and fight. You know, stood up ready to fight and all that, man. I think that would be a great first round series. Hagen say, mush, open hand smack, spit on me, I'm losing a couple games salary. On God. On God. Yep. I'm just saying, on God, it's going to happen. And I'm not a violent man. I don't like to fight. Every time I had to fight, I hated it. It was a terrible feeling. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do, because if you don't, they'll do it to you again. It's just like dealing with bullies. You know what I'm saying? It's just like dealing with bullies. But nah, I agree to a degree, D. You know, they should have been able to hold themselves and keep themselves in check, man. But once that mush happened, like I said, that was it. It was going down for real. Flow rider style. It was going down for real. But if Beef Stew, as I said earlier, running out there with the ice on his legs would have connected on that punch from against Miles Bridges, that would have been ugly. And it wouldn't have been 7 games. I think it was only 7 games for the biggest or the largest suspension, only because nobody got hurt. Somebody would have been bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Somebody would have got knocked out, knocked the bleep out like Friday. If that would have happened, it would have been very different. But since no one got knocked out, no one got hurt, there was no punches really connecting. There was really grazes. Folks were throwing punches, but nobody was really connecting. Since that happened, that's why the punishment was light. But anyway, man, that's it for me tonight, man. That's the last thing we get into. I appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight on the Solo Dolo tip. I think I'll be joined by my brother by next week, but I'll be back tomorrow for another Solo Dolo show. I know you just see me at the top, man, but I got to do Rob's part. Have you ever thought, I really enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? How can I help support them? How can I be a blessing to them? One way you can be a blessing to them is do what you see on the screen right about now. I need you, number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, hit that subscribe button if you have not subscribed to Not the Same Podcast. And lastly, hit the notification bell. You can also, if you want to give, donate, help to keep the lights on around here. We ain't struggling, but we'll take some money to help keep the lights on. You can cash up, # Not the Same Podcast, or go to our website and go to www.notthesamepodcast.com/support. And you can do it that way. Either way, we'll do it. And if you ain't got no money, man, pray for us. We need it. Trust me. My brother Rob need prayer. He's recovering from a little light surgery he had to do. We need prayer. We need prayer for life. We need prayer for money. We need prayer for all them things. Pray for your brothers. You know what I'm saying? We need it for real. But, hey, appreciate everybody rocking with me tonight, man. We'll be back, or I'll be back tomorrow for our Music and Faith show. I might have a special guest with me tomorrow, man. Make sure you tune in. This will be a very different Music and Faith show, Music and Hot Topic show. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, man. I will have a guest. I ain't gonna mic. I will have a guest, but it'll be somebody you ain't seen on screen before. So, y'all check this out, man. But with that being said, man, I'm done. I will see y'all tomorrow. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all watching. I'm C. Micah. That's Rob Redeem in the chat. There's everybody else in the chat. And we out, man. Oh, now the out video don't want to go. Here we go. I do it this way since you trying to act stupid. Where my outro at?
Tell them it's not the same. It's the podcast, and we call it Not the Same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then knock an episode about the part we not the same. Culture not the same, boy, I feel like Robert Dean. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like Micah, this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great. Steph Curry with the shot, boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, it's like Serena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means it's not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigned. Then knock an episode of